Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigger Than Race, exposure to all things truth, whether you like it or not, with unique perspectives from different beings from all walks of life. This is Bigger Than Race. Investigate truth on your own terms. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bigger Than Race. First and foremost, I want to thank all the new subscribers, all the people who like and comment below. In this video, I will be breaking down the 6 degrees of separation from Ripple XRP. Now, I'm going to show you the connections to Bank of America, Visa, EARTHPORT, most importantly, the ROTHSCHILDS, R3, SBI. Now, we have to be aware that it's the same people that are involved in this new economic system. The only thing they're doing is just transferring over to the new system. And they're making sure they still have their footprint within it. Satan still runs the world, and he still has the Rothschilds doing his evil bidding at the very tippy of the top. And of course, there's other families who are at that tippity top, right next to Satan, but we won't be going into those today. Now, I want to first start off with Bank of America and the connection to Visa. Now, in 1958, Bank of America had the Bank AmeriCard, as you can see on your screen. 1968, it transformed. And then in 1976, they dropped the Bank AmeriCard and just put the Visa. And then in 2019, you see the Visa logo as you see it right now on your screen. Now, this takes me to this right here. In mid-September 1958, Bank of America, BofA, launched its Bank AmeriCard credit card program in Fresno, California, with an initial mass mailing of 60,000 unsolicited credit cards. The original idea was the brainchild of BofA's in-house product development think tank, the Customer Services Research Group, and its leader, Joseph P. Williams. Williams convinced senior BofA executives in 1956 to let him pursue what became the world's first successful mass mailing of unsolicited credit cards to a large population. Williams' pioneering accomplishment was that he brought about the successful implementation of the all-purpose credit card, in the sense that his project was not canceled outright, not in coming up with the idea. Now, you see, they have been together since 1958, Bank of America and Visa. So knowing this, we'll know everything else going forward. Now, Visa is a publicly owned company. But as we can see here, the top owners of Visa Inc. are the Vanguard Group, BlackRock, Fidelity, T. Rowe, SSGA, Massachusetts Financial Services, and you can see the rest for yourself. Now, these companies have major alliances with the Rothschilds and other higher up elites that run the financial system. Everything is money. People don't know there's more evil that happens in the banking financial industry than in any other industry. Now, you have evil all around, but in the banking controls the money. The money makes the world go round. You'll do funny things for some change. People do strange things for a piece of change. So, knowing that, you know how this world works. Now, Leaving from Bank of America to the Visa, I want to bring you to EARTHPORT. And this right here basically talks about Visa wanting to buy EARTHPORT. Visa is basically paying $198 million to buy EARTHPORT, which EARTHPORT is the Rothschilds. Now, what's the benefit of EARTHPORT? Much like Ripple, EARTHPORT helps banks, remittances, companies, and corporates avoid some of the costs and painfulness of the correspondent banking system. International payments typically involve multiple banks getting involved as go-betweens in cross-border transfers, which is slow, costly, and prone to error. EARTHPORT positioned itself as a hub. EARTHPORT saved us the cost and time to build the relationships we need to have in place to have a footprint in all of these destinations countries, said the CEO of remittance company Zoom. According to EARTHPORT's website, PayPal bought Zoom for $890 million in 2015. Now, I know you see a lot of news about PayPal going on, and PayPal is going to be a major player within this new economic system. PayPal is popping up left and right. They're popping up like a jack in the box. Every time you wake up, you hear PayPal news. I was dreaming about PayPal in my sleep. Now, they're looking for the best way to add value for our corporate clients. EARTHPORT is just one part of this approach, said After Williams, head of global payments at Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Now, here's that name again, Bank of America. You see, they are all in the mix. Now, I want to dive into EARTHPORT and the Ripple connection. As you can see, EARTHPORT, like I mentioned, is a part of the Rothschilds. EARTHPORT, Ripple connection. In 2015, EARTHPORT announced its gateway partnership with Ripple. 2016, the launch of the EARTHPORT distributed ledger hub for multiple ledgers announced in January. April 2016, EARTHPORT executed the first cross-border payment transaction received via distributed ledger for Santander, UK, enabling it to become the first UK bank to use distributed ledger technology for cross-border payments globally. A significant milestone and proof point in the maturity of the technology. 2016, Santander UK deploys a DLT-enabled wallet powered by EARTHPORT using Ripple technology to move money from the UK to Europe and the US. 2017, EARTHPORT and RBI, which is the Reserve Bank of India, worked together to do international money transfers on behalf of banks. It is the first time that RBI has actually given a non-bank the permission to work with all banks. This is something that we have been doing in different parts of the world, and now we bring it to India, said Hank. Now, I remember seeing Donald Trump and Modi all over the world, all over India, holding hands and kumbaya like they've been best friends forever. So it all makes sense. See, Donald Trump is a puppet, just like all presidents have been after Kennedy. Kennedy has been the only one that was really for the people, and they murked him. Pow, pow. Sad thing, but it's true. Now, all of this is connected. Now, let's go down to Hank's tweets. To be clear, Ripple and EARTHPORT working together to deliver real solutions. today, not in the future. RippleNet and EARTHPORT hub connected and can deliver payments to any bank account in 67 countries. Wow. So that pretty much tells you what's what. Now, let's discover some more stuff from EARTHPORT. Explanatory statement. Now let's discover some more stuff from EARTHPORT. Now, as you can see, the explanatory statement in compliance with Section 897 of the Companies Act. Rothschild & Co. This was in January 24, 2019. To all EARTHPORT shareholders and, for information only, persons with information rights in EARTHPORT, participants in the EARTHPORT share plans, and the warrant holder. Dear Sir, Madam, recommended cash offered for EARTHPORT PLC by Visa International Service Association, a wholly owned direct subsidiary of Visa Inc. Now you see how they have these different named companies. They have holding companies, and underneath those companies they got subsidiaries. So that's what I mean. Like, you'll have 6 corporations at the top that own all media, news, newspaper, magazines, and they have the subsidiary companies underneath them. This is the same thing they do in the financial industry. Now, let's look at something else here from the EARTHPORT. EARTHPORT PLC. Dear Sirs, this is actually the continuation of this Rothschild letter. We refer to the document that is to be sent to shareholders of EARTHPORT PLC on or around 11th February 2019 in relation to the recommended increased cash offer for the entire issued and to be issued share capital for EARTHPORT by Visa International Services Association. The revised offer document. In accordance with Rule 23.2 of the City Code on Takeovers and Mergers, we hereby confirm that we have given and have not withdrawn our consent to the publication of the revised offer document with the inclusion therein of the references to our name in each case in the form and context in which they appear. We hereby also consent to this letter being made available for inspection. Yours very truly, for and on behalf of N.M. Rothschild and Sons Limited. Now, you see, all things are controlled. When we talk about all of the money, this is what they mean. And they're setting it up for them to be in bed with all the money. Now, I want to take you to a little place. Okay? Now, we talk about Ripple XRP and why XRP is the standard. And it's because of this right here. And this is a funny little joke that I like. It says, they said XRP is a banker's coin. I said, who do you think holds all the money? Big bank take little bank. Now you think that you can overthrow the system when the system created the overthrow illusion just to get you involved in the new system that you think you're going to overthrow the old system when the same players are running the new system. Now, the things I just said might sound confusing, but if you resonate, you understand where I'm coming from. You have to understand, we are playing in the devil's domain. This is his dominion. Now, we can make money knowing where they are moving and position ourselves in play so that we can come up and be a part of the new 1%, which we would have our own duties to help people. Now, the only reason we are here in crypto is because God, Jehovah, or if you are, work for Satan and believe in him, I'm not judging you one bit. But God gave us the vision to see where things are going, because we have a duty, period. And don't think for 1 second that the evil wins, because in the movies, good always wins in the end. So with that being said, make sure you're hot or strong. And this is going to bring me right to the next evildoer. We're going to dive in to the EDMOND Rothschild. Matter of fact, let me say it correctly. The Edmund D. Rothschild website. Okay? Now, the Edmund D. Rothschild website, what they are all about is a conviction-driven investment house dedicated to the conviction that wealth is what tomorrow can be made of. Family-based, independent, and specialized, the group favors bold strategies and investments rooted in the real economy, combining long-term performance and impact. Bold builders of the future. Jesus. They've been building for a long time. Now let's see exactly what they build. They have an active approach to investment. We believe wealth is not the end goal. It is only the beginning. This conviction has guided our families' every action for generations, resulting in investments that have moved the world forward, which control the world. Today, more than ever, we boldly embrace the future and are eager to build it. Yes, they're eager to build it because they want to control every damn thing. Responsible entrepreneurship. As reasonable bankers, we anticipate the challenges of tomorrow. But above all, we are entrepreneurs, ever attentive to economic, social, and technological changes so that our clients are never disconnected from the real economy. We refuse to accept the status quo and are constantly exploring new solutions. Ours is a pragmatic approach. We strive to take clear, measurable action to enable our clients to make a real impact. Our investments are guided not by big market trends, but by our convictions. Now, basically, you can see their vision embodied. Central to our vision are 4 key areas through which we endeavor to keep meaning to our clients' investments and make a tangible impact on the world of tomorrow. Energy and environmental transition, real estate and urbanization, healthcare innovation, disruption and game changer. They want to disrupt and be a game changer, which is exactly what they're doing now, which is what they've been doing forever. Cause a problem and provide a solution. That's disruption. They want to cause the problem, disrupt, and provide the solution, which is the game changer. Now, if you can't see what Edmond D. Rothschild is all about, you are blind. And this is straight off the website. So don't come to me talking about I'm bringing out false information. I don't have an incentive to do that. I'm not being paid for this. Now, I want to show you how they put this information right in the very open, hidden in plain sight. They said the best place to hide information is in a book, or put it in a form that you read. Now, if we know the Rothschilds are at the very tip of the top, then we know Satan is right above that. I want you to see what they have put out here for 2020 and 2021. The macroeconomic scenario, a constrained economic recovery. This is the market outlook, published on June 6, 2020. Funny, how they choose the date to bring it out, which is the 9 and the 6. You flip the 9 over, that's a 6. And you have the 6, that's 6, 6, 2, 2. Now, let's do this. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 6 is 10, which you cancel the 0 out. 1 times 9 is 9. Flip the 9 over, 6. So no matter how you flip it and slice it, you got the 6 and the 6 and the 6. So don't tell me they're not working for the goddamn devil. Now let's see what Dr. Mathilda Lemon, chief economist of the EDMOND Rothschild Group, has published her new macroeconomic forecast for 2020 and 2021. Now, let's break this down and let's really understand what she is forecasting. Basically, she's forecasting like the goddamn weatherman on a news channel. They know what the weather going to look like in the next week to 2 weeks. So basically what she's telling us, this is what's going to happen to the end of the year, to 2021. Now, the global economic recovery in 2021 will be constrained by the risk of deflation and imbalances resulting from support packages and central bank interventions. Support packages, what? Stimulus? Thanks to its ability to bounce back better than other European countries, Germany will once again be a contender for global leadership. Emerging countries will be increasingly Asianized. Ooh! So basically, they want to make America and other countries like Asia. Global growth should gradually pick up by 4.4% in 2021 after declining by 3.5% in 2020. However, according to our forecast, this will not be enough to erase the scars left by the crisis. You goddamn right it won't. Because we got 40% unemployment right now. Emerging countries are likely to continue to suffer the effects of low commodity prices and Chinese asceticism ahead of the U.S. elections, as well as the tentative resumption of the tourist trade. While the United States is set to benefit from its stimulus package worth 14.3% of GDP and a stock of capital rejuvenated by recent fiscal measures, the elections and U.S.-China tensions are likely to weigh on private and public investment. The Next Generation EU Stimulus Fund is a game changer. By investing rather than seeking to manage the debts of the past, European heads of state and government will avoid a further decline in the Eurozone's status and head of the risk of its breaking up. But higher rates of unemployment, downward pressure on wages, and the sharp drop in investment will hamper the recovery in France, Italy, and Spain. Germany stands out from the pack. Following its support package, it has already begun to implement a stimulus package. Unlike France, which has planned to wait, Germany's massive package aims to receive consumer spending and investment beyond what sector-specific support can achieve. The Chancellor is back in the global race, running against Donald Trump, whose support package has been passed by both House and Xi Jinping, who, according to our forecast, is waiting for the U.S. elections before deploying his bazooka. So basically, you forecasting that he got a bazooka because the game is rigged. This ain't happening by chance. They playing everything out because they got a script. Thanks to its ability to erase the scars left by the crisis better than other European countries, 2021 could see Germany back in the race for global leadership, engaged by China and the United States. Now, you can clearly read the rest, but I just want to basically show you that the game is rigged. And these people have already outlined our destinies. Now, of course, we have other destinies because we're tied to another source. But we're talking about in this matrix, things are going to play out in the way that they want them to. Now, you can either put your money within the matrix because you know where everything is going, which is aligned with the evildoers, and make money and benefit and use it for good. Period. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, because honestly, we wouldn't have known if we weren't given the vision by some form or fashion. I'm sure all of us have ran into cryptocurrency by weird, obscure ways. Some through gaming, some through friends, some through scams, some through pure just inquisitiveness, curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat. Curiosity didn't kill this cat because curiosity about to make me rich. Now, it's not about just money. It's about bigger than things than just money. It's about spirituality. It's about your connection with the God of the heavens, the true God, the Jehovah, the Yahweh. It's about things that actually matter. Money is a tool. As long as you know that, you won't let it overtake your brain power. You won't let it overtake your spirit. You won't let it overtake the destiny that was already outlined for you. But then you have become corrupt because now you're chasing the dollar. Your dollar will never keep you company at night. I can tell you that. Now, I want to continue to go here to this document from the Edmond D. Rothschild Fund, which basically shows you the bond sub-funds. And who do we see right here in this blue and red? We see France and we see Japan. And if you look, who do we see right here? We see SBI Holdings. And who do we know that just started their own fund in Japan with Yoshitaka Katao? And half of the fund, 50% of it is in XRP. So don't tell me that this ain't all connected. This is all aligned. So put your money with the standard and come up. Let's go to another little document. International law firm Bird & Bird advised EARTHPORT. Oh, EARTHPORT, Rothschild. When you see EARTHPORT, just think of the Rothschild. A UK-based fintech company on its proposed recommended takeover by Visa for $198 million. Now, I told you, numbers mean things, and words mean things, and symbolism means things. Now, what's 1 plus 9? 10, 18. 1 plus 8. That's 9. Flip the 9 over. 6. See, there's that number again. 6. Now let's continue. EARTHPORT PLC is a global financial services company providing cross-border payments services to banks and businesses in over 200 countries and territories worldwide. EARTHPORT's clients include Ripple, Bank of America, Hyperwallet, TransferWise, Payoneer, and Japan Post Bank. Bird & Bird has been acting for EARTHPORT since 2009 and was appointed to take the company through its global expansion over the last 10 years. Simon Fiedler, corporate partner, led the team and was assisted by corporate associates Yoichi Lizika and Charlotte Hart. The team also included partners Colin Kindon, employee incentives and benefits, Peter Willis, competition in EU, senior associate Gavin Punya, banking and finance, and associate Jonathan Goldsworthy, employment. Simon Fielder, partner at Bird & Bird in London, commented, "We are delighted to be advising EARTHPORT on its proposed takeover by Visa. We have a long-standing relationship with EARTHPORT that has involved us advising the company, its growth and equity financings over the last decade. We have been delighted." Now this is in highlight, so listen to this. "We have been delighted to be involved in advising the board alongside its Rule 3 advisor, Rothschild, on the proposed takeover by Visa. Now, Rule 3 advisor. What comes to mind when you see Rule 3? Now, when I tell you symbolism means things, look at the R that's highlighted. Which is the big R, the uppercase R. And then 3. What comes to you when you see that R and then that 3? You think of R3 quarter. So we know R3 is connected to all them other companies and banks and financial institutions, and we know it's connected to Ripple, and we know it could be connected to Zenfin, and we know that Zenfin is connected to JP Morgan because of the Corda blockchain, which is a hybrid blockchain. Zenfin is a hybrid token which operates off the Corda, and then the Ethereum, which is a hybrid for the public and the private, so that the banking can do all their dirty work behind the scenes on the private blockchain and show us what they want on the public. Now, R3 could be Rule 3. Now, I'm just making a simple connection. But now let me go through and read this Rule 3. Rule 3 advisor. An independent advisor, typically an investment bank or firm of accountants, appointed under Rule 3.1 of the Takeover Code, who must give advice to the board of the target company as to whether the financial system terms of any offer are fair and reasonable, and whose advice must be made known to shareholders in the offer document on a recommended bid or in the target's defense document on a hostile bid. Now, when I tell you everything is connected, you can't tell me that it's not. I just wanted to simply put this information in front of you, that everything is connected. Nothing is by chance. This is 6 degrees of separation from Ripple and XRP, and they're connected to the biggest players in the financial industry, biggest players in the world itself, who orchestrate and run everything. They are the weathermen of this world. They are the weathermen of what happens and what doesn't happen in the global world, in the global economy. So don't tell me the Rothschilds are not in bed with XRP. Don't tell me that they haven't already chose XRP as the standard. So I advise you to do exactly what they say, which is to buy gold, buy silver, and buy XRP. First and foremost, I want to thank my hidden source for this information, because without her or him or whatever the being may be, I would not be able to do what I'm doing here to share this information with you. So I want to thank all the new subscribers. I want to thank everybody who likes. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a channel for just crypto and financial talk. This is a channel for all things of truth. And if you don't like it, I don't even give a damn. I'm Brando, aka Crypto Poppy. Be blessed, and I'll see you on the other side.